are you doing?
I'm moving.
FlatRate. We take moving seriously, so you don't have to.
June 15th, 1983. The Mets send pitchers Neil Allen and Rich Ownbay to the Cardinals for first baseman Keith Hernandez.
I knew I was going to get traded. I just didn't know when, and I was kind of waiting to get the call from Whitey. And sure enough, it came, and went in his office, and he said we needed pitching, and I traded you to the Mets for Neil Allen and Rick Ownbay. And I said, who? We were in first place at the time, and it was not a happy day for me. I love St. Louis, and you know, I was upset about being traded, and it turned out to be probably the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
We had played against Keith, and everyone knew Keith being the Gold Glover, you know, and the guy, the clutch hitter, and all of this. And we knew that we were getting that, and we were excited about that. But what we didn't know was the type of leadership that he provided, you know, in the clubhouse. So just to get Keith, you know, that really excited everyone, and we got more than what we bargained for. Actually, we bargained for a good hitter and fielder, but unless we had a great leader in the process.
Well, when the Mets traded for Keith Hernandez, it was a little controversial because he had been in a little bit of trouble, but everybody knew what kind of player he was. His energy on the field was superlative, and trying to keep everybody in the game, you know, he was an active part of that. No one has ever been a better fielder at first base than Keith, and he was one of the people that get the tough RBIs. The RBIs when they counted. That, along with all the other people that were here, the parts of the puzzle started coming together.
Welcome back to Mets Weekly, presented by FlatRate Moving. Last month, Jonathan Neese was forced to the disabled list with a mild hamstring injury. As a result, the Mets brought up right-hander R.A. Dickey from AAA Buffalo. Now, the move itself was expected, but what made the decision unique is that Dickey isn't your typical minor league call-up. You see, the 35-year-old is one of the rare major league pitchers who throws a knuckleball. But that's only part of the amazing story surrounding Dickey.
Swing and a miss, he struck him out.
R.A. Dickey is currently one of only 3 knuckleballers in the entire league. He started throwing the pitch when he was a teenager, but was forced to throw it at the pro level after a back injury left his fastball in the low 80s. And Dickey knows his knuckleball is something very rare.
It's a neat sensation because it's unlike, because I've thrown conventionally, it's unlike any other pitch or sensation when you throw any other pitch, in that as soon as it leaves my hand, I know if it's a good one or not. I mean, right away. And that's a pretty neat thing.
The right-handed Dickey uses his knuckleball on a fairly consistent basis, but he also mixes in a mid-80s fastball. But it's the knuckleball that presents the major challenge for Dickey, the opposing hitter, as well as the catcher.
I think the main thing is you got to really concentrate in where the ball is going to go. I mean, it's not only one spot that the knuckleball can go, but I think the concentration is play a good role here. And when you catch a knuckleball like Dickey, it's a tough pitch to control and throw a strike and make your teams be comfortable with. It's kind of hard. But, you know, he's been around for quite a while, and he knows what he's doing.
With R.A., his knuckleball is a lot different than the other ones. You know, he throws a little bit harder, and he has a good fastball. You know, he throws 85 miles per hour soon, you know, so it keeps you honest. Barajas put it best, you know, it's actually like a mental off day as a hitter, you know, because either you hit or you don't, you know. You don't have to be thinking, oh, in this count he's going to try to do this, do that, you know, slider, change up is coming, whatever. It's just a knuckleball, see it and hit it.
Dickey throws a lot like Phil Niekro. He throws a hard one and a soft one, so he changes speeds with it, which makes it a little more difficult. Knuckleballers, you just got to stand more upright. You're more vulnerable inside, and you just got to wait to the last possible minute.
1-2. He struck him out.
Since being called up by the Mets in late May, Dickey has gone 2-0 in his first 3 starts, providing the Mets starting rotation with a much-needed shot in the arm. But Dickey will be the first to tell you the road hasn't been easy.
I've been throwing it for 5 years, and I've taken my lumps with it. I mean, I've really had to sell out to the process of it and had organizations that were willing to be patient with it early on. A lot of guys don't get to that place, and there's probably some knuckleballers out there just as good as me. So much about this game is timing and opportunity, you know, and I've been real blessed, and then I've gotten both of those things.
Time for the Flat Rate Moving Move of the Week.
And a pickoff move, and he got him. Belfry picks Huntley off first base. Wynn goes down looking. 8 strikeouts for Mike Belfry, and he's done it allowing just a run on 4 hits.
On the way, one of baseball's most intense players shows his softer side as Johan Santana takes us on a special tour of his hometown in Venezuela. Plus, we catch up with SNY's own Ron Darling as he hits the links with some former Met greats for a very special cause.